Greetings, my Dragonite Dragonborns. This is Dragonite here, aka Dragonborn, reviewing the cardway of basically, as you've seen in the title. I was actually given this game just to at least get a little bit review. Again, thank you to Gabe the Garb the Games from, I guess I'm assuming from there. And, just to review this game, and basically, I'm just going ahead and just get this, a game at least out of the way. And sorry, this is going to be more into the, okay, I'm just going to try to get this fresh out of can, because, well, a little time has come up, and I already told you basically what happened through the time. And as always, this is a indie game, a small indie game. And basically, I just want to at least mention about this, but because at least from that little story-wise in the beginning, it's okay to begin with, but it's not really as much. There are some things that are questionable, let me say it that way, but the art style of this game is actually really well done. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely gives you that 8-bit retro. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit more modern now, but to me, my personal opinion, it still gives that, good vibe to it. The character as well, at least of, if you play with, I mean, at least the player's controlling, it's basically really stupid. It's just not really much to say about, and most of the time that I actually tried, when I try to go upwards or try to go to a different spot, you had to look at it as a simple, like its own thing, like one of those, 8 bits. Now, of course, you can't do anything. And, of course, here's a little bit example of the audio. I just want to at least mention about, the music before I forget. That's, to me, like, the music, the graphics, the art style, the backgrounds, like, there's some still good stuff here, It just feels really good, but they're just, I personally, again, I'm going ahead and just say this, it just don't feel pretty, like, it should just been at least a lot worked on. And mostly the issues I was running into, again, it was, as I mentioned before, but I'm going to go ahead and mention here again, is at least the main character, or the protagonist, or at least the one that the player is controlling, he feels really stupid. Don't feel, like I can just continue to interest a little bit more. And, of course, the story, at least the beginning, felt okay. It's in the at least the 1500s, where ships were at least around. Here's another perfect that is out of logic. Is like, oh, no wet shoes, but yet I can grab this sign, put some nails up, and then all of a sudden I can come in. I'm sorry, what? I guess that's how the developers want to do it, and that's okay too, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I'm sorry, at least have some logical. One of them can be like, okay, please leave your shoes out, side, or when you come in, or at least have something in there so that way it can happen. That's so that way you still can walk in before you had to do that little side quest, because your character is already soaked at this point. And the other main thing I know I'm going to probably get a lot of hate for this, but the story didn't really seem that interesting to me. Okay, at least in the very beginning, which I'm probably end up showing right now. And once you first see that feels like a little bit interesting, but it also feels a little bit rushed in my personal opinion. I know I'm probably bashing the indie developers, but the most, but these are just criticisms that I hope the game actually gets better, which I'll definitely at least talk about here probably in like a minute or two. And you know, it just, I don't know what else to say to this game just to make it bad. I know I'm bashing, but it just, I just wish there's still a little bit more to at least to make the, at least for me to feel a little bit more interest into this. Of course, here's a little bit of a, you know, an upcoming scene which still scratches my head, which is basically the character actually has a weird dream about, like, I'm not understanding what this should be in the beginning. What has it really do with him? It's just, I just don't get this, in general. And it just feels like to me, it looks like just shove this in and maybe don't even touch it, you know, or whatever the case is. And I feel bad just saying something like this because I can definitely see this game has potential. I can literally see it at least getting a little bit more flushed out, have a little bit more, you know, polish to it, and actually make it feel it's actually, you know, it has, you know, shows it, but not just show it, but also has it and continue to see that potential into the game like this, you know. And to me, it's, again, it just makes me feel like, you know, what am I supposed to do? And of course, this is like one of those other games that you put to click, you know, point and click, which is actually really cool. But I did try the air keys, but it's like, no, we only use this, which is okay. And right now, I'm supposed, as you probably end up seeing here, I'm supposed to clean these tombs. So, I just really don't get how all this, you know, fits. I'm just, again, I'm just real sorry, but I can't see how all this fits together. But, and if the indie developers definitely hear this, please do hear the criticism from reviewers, not just critics, but also reviewers, because we want this game to be better. That's all I'm going to say. And if this is going to be one of those games that's going to be, oh, I'm just going to post this out and do this, then you lose my support. But from my personal opinion, this definitely deserves at least a second look. And, well, as you probably end up seeing right here, right now, is basically the credits goes to the Adventure Vault. I'm going to link probably the whole video in the link description below. Here's basically what the ending looks like, which honestly does look a little cool, but I just don't get the ending either. And, you know, that's just, I guess, you know, at least so that way, at least lay these spirits to rest. And of course, I did use their video, you know, use this. So again, I am leaving, you know, credit to them. And again, it's going to be in the link in the description below. So yeah, I guess there's still a little bit more to this. I'll definitely look into it when I actually go through my my Journey Plus or something like that, like I have been mentioning, you know, a while ago. So yeah, this is like one of those games that basically is, well, okay. But anyways, here's my final thoughts of it. I give this game, hoard it.
Tell you